my favorite part of the game, the part where I get to pick cool words. Alright, we're going to go with treasure, because you know I love to find some treasure. Eternity, it's a cool word. Valentine, or strawberry. Oh god, we got nightgown as well. I'm going with strawberry. Right up in Strawberry Town. Don't know what that means, but we got incongruent. Poof. With fun. We have to pick fun. Flea. I don't have fleas. I'm not picking that. See what I did there? It was good, doing it. I'm going to pick... No, you can't do these. You can't do this. Doki Doki. I don't actually know what Doki Doki means, full disclosure. Oh, Fluffy. Of course. Fickle. It's a good word. Fickle is a good word, kids. Anime. I watch anime sometimes. Incapable. Variance. Absolutely. Vibrant. It's also a good word. Do we want bed? I do love a bed. We got explode. We got covet. Sparkle. I'm going with sparkle. Swimsuit. Love to see it. Uncanny. It's a cool word. Swimsuit. Infallible. Oh god, I see nibble right after I picked infallible. I've messed up. But we'll go with bubbles. And we only have a few left here. I'm gonna go with clouds. And socks, obviously. Oh god. I saw another one I wanted to pick. But socks is always a good pick. You can't go wrong with it. Bouncy, obviously. Unrequited. I have to use a cool word. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. Ahaha. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. That's a good way to put it. Remember, that club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. You kind of made us, right? Ah, I can't wait for the festival. It's going to be great. Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food. Sounds like a good day of school to me. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Ooh, that's disgusting. Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Now, Natsuki, I'm going to have to rethink how I feel about you after that comment. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say anything like that. Besides, what do you mean by you, of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. That's not how you say my name at all. Oh god, I've been butchering it this whole time. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Yeah, it's a little over my head. Ah, never mind. Let's just focus on our own events for now, okay? Hehehe. Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me? Where is Sayori anyway? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. Walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again. Aha! Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else. Is everything alright? Of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Geez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. That little hop there? That convinced me. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sayori before turning back towards everyone else. But the conversation is already dispersed, with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica. who is shuffling through some papers at her desk. Chad, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much, but she seems a bit downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind, but I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Chad. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. Yeah, she's never been really like this. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And also care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Now, are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she just has a hard time bringing it up with a person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Chad. Oh, you think so? Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know. Huh? She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra light was turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different now than it always has been. Hehehe. You're so funny, Chad. Have you thought that maybe you've always seen her as so cheerful because that's just how she is when she's around you? Oh my. I've said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyway? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know that I won't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up in front of her desk, and walks across the room where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her, and to have fun with everyone else. But that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. But there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Hey, you. Eh? I look up to see Natsuki next to me. Are you just going to sit there and keep staring at nothing? There isn't that much time, so... Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to make you worry or anything. It's not like I'm worried. I was just... Natsuki glances down at her side. She's holding a volume of manga in her hand. Oh, that's right. Something just came up for a minute, but we can get started now. I won't make you wait any longer. Jeez. Now you're making me feel like a jerk. If something's bothering you, you can just tell me to leave you alone, and I will. I mean, assuming you didn't feel like talking about it or anything. She practically mumbles that last part. Nah, I'm probably making it seem like a bigger deal than it is. I've just been thinking about Sayori, that's all. Oh, you've messed up, Chad. You've messed up. This is Sayori. Thinking about her? Yeah, she seems pretty down today, but she didn't want to admit it to me. So I can't help but wonder if something's happened to her. Oh. Natsuki excels. Well, first of all, you should really work on your phrasing. But anyway, you're her best friend, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, then in that case, I think you should trust her a little more. If she needed you, then you would be the first person she would go to, right? I guess that's true. I mean, some people just have these days. You can't always avoid it. If anything, she probably doesn't want you to worry about her because it's not important. Yeah, that's kind of what she said to me. Maybe it's not right for me to go against her wishes. Exactly. If she needs you to worry about her, then it'll be a lot more obvious. Yeah. I should have thought it that way from the start. Natsuki fiddles with her book she's holding in her hands. She really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Ah. Don't get the wrong idea or anything. We've just been friends for a long time. It's normal to be worried about your friends. I mean, you were worried about me, so... I was not! Geez, you're fine. Then let's hurry and get started already. Yeah. Okay, everyone! After some time passes, Monica calls out of the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica and she smiles at me. I wonder what she's talking about with Sayori. It has to be Natsuki, right? Of course. Tradition. Let's see. Oh, she's so happy. Look at her. You're certainly enthusiastic today. Of course. You know I like your writing. I'm just surprised. It seemed like you had a lot of trouble admitting that before. Well, of course. I just had to put you in your place a little bit. It's not like I was shy or anything stupid like that, or jealous, or really wasn't jealous. That's reassuring, of course. And just because you happen to be a good writer, that's such a dumb thing to get jealous about. Ahaha, Natsuki. What? You're not very confident about your writing, are you? Huh? Well, what do you mean? My writing is obviously the best, right? It took me a while to figure out, but I think I finally did it. Maybe Natsuki acts so arrogant because she's trying to make up for her own insecurities. If she acts like she's the best, then other people might think that way too, right? Chad, please just tell me you like my poems. I don't care if you hate them. Just please tell me I'm the best. Oh, well, that's kind of weird, but alright. I just really need to hear that from someone. I know, it sounds stupid. But there's a reason I never shared my poems before this, Natsuki. Because nobody ever takes me seriously. What's the point in sharing my poems if people just laugh and say, "That's so cute, just like you, Natsuki"? Sometimes I don't want to be cute, but nobody understands that. I try really hard when I write. That style doesn't matter. The emotions are there. Why can't anyone see that? I just want... Natsuki trails off. Maybe it's because her lips started to quiver. I look down. Her fists are clenched really tightly. Hey Natsuki, if you're not careful, you'll rip your own poem. I gently grab the poem with my own hand until she relaxes her grip on it. I place it flat on the desk and smooth out the wrinkles that she put into it. Don't read it. Before I can pick it back up, Natsuki snatches the poem from the desk. It's not any good, and I know you hate my poems, so you don't have to read this one, okay? But I want to read it. Why? Because I like your poems. I really do. Why would I judge you for your style? It's not like my own style is anything crazy. I mean, it's true that the first time I read one of your poems, I didn't look much into it. But I know you better now. And it's wrong for Yuri to think your style is more amateur than hers. And Sayori, she always means well. But sometimes she's so focused on simple happiness that she doesn't understand what people really want. Yeah, I guess I never really thought about how hard it is for you. And I'm sorry if I was part of the problem. I understand now. You're not just cute, you're a lot more than that. Oh, Chad, did you just tell her she's cute? Whoa now. Natsuki, you're doing it again. Once again, Natsuki clutches her poem a little too hard. She looks down, hiding her eyes from me. I never realized how difficult this was for her. But finally, she forces herself to extend her arms and sets her poem on the table. You can read it. Just turn that way. I don't want you to look at my face right now. Okay, I will. Because you. Tomorrow will be brighter with me around, but when today is dim, I can only look down. My looking is a little more forward because you look at me. When I want to say something, I say it with a shout, but my truest feelings can never come out. My words are a little less empty because you listen to me. When something is above me, I reach for the stars, but when I feel small, I don't get very far. My standing is a little bit taller because you sit with me. I believe in myself with all of my heart, but what do I do when it's torn all apart? My faith is a little bit stronger because you trusted me. My pen always puts my feelings to the test. I'm not a good writer, but my best is my best. My poems are a little bit dearer because you think of me. Because you. That might be about Chad. It might be about you, Chad. Why are you looking at me like that? If you don't like it, then just say so. I won't get mad. No, it's not that I don't like it. It was just a little surprising to read. I guess I'm not used to hearing such nice things coming from you. Don't say it like that, dummy. What do you think the point of writing is? Expressing things that you can't just say? Yeah, I understand. I'm sorry for missing the point sometimes. I always mean well. And I'm happy that you showed this to me. I liked it. Well, yeah, I'm a pro, so... Natsuki mumbles, completely failing to sound confident like she usually does. Just remember that I can think these things sometimes too. You know, when you're tired, when you're nice to me, it's meaningful. I'm glad. Sensing Natsuki is satisfied, I start to hand the poem back to her. But as I do, Natsuki takes my hand and pushes him back away. Her small, soft hands surprise me with their assertion. I don't want it. Huh? Why not? I just don't. Jeez. Realize what Natsuki is doing. I know if we'll be honest, she's trying to give me the poem in a roundabout way. Well, in that case, I guess I'll keep it. Instead of teasing her, I choose to go along with it. Good. If you didn't, I would... Never mind. Just I'm glad that you want it. Natsuki backpedals on her words and leaves it at that. Despite her best efforts to hide her expression, I can see her faintly smiling to herself. That's all for now, so go put it away before someone else sees it, okay? Ah, yeah. I'll go do that. With that, I return to my seat that I can put away Natsuki's poem. Okay, we're going to go with Sayori, as is usual. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? I didn't write it for anybody, I just picked cool words. Probably Natsuki. Huh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically. You tell her, Chad. Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good! That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Chad. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Hee. Alright. Just tell me when you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. She's being very distant. Very distant today. Yay! I'm gonna go home a little bit early. Wow. Wow. She's not even walking with us since we told her we would walk in Natsuki. Wow. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom, humming to herself. We have put a damper on her parade for sure. We'll go with Monica, I'm not sure. I've been butchering it the whole time, why stop now? Hi, Chad. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Haha. Anyway, let's take a look at today's poem. Sure. I'll let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Sticking within the Natsuki style once more, I see. I just pick words, man. You really like Natsuki, don't you? Oh, come on, Chad. It's awfully suspicious, you know. Spending time with her in the club room every day. Pretending to like the manga she's into. You know how Natsuki is. If I don't indulge her, she'll end up hating me. Huh? No, I think you're misunderstanding, Chad. It's not like Natsuki just hates anyone who doesn't give her what she wants. Yes, she's assertive, but she's not that selfish. In fact, I think you're the only one who's indulged her as much as you have. Is that so? I kinda knew that, but I just didn't want to admit it. So I just need to ask one thing of you. Be careful, please. Natsuki is kind of unpredictable. A lot of times she doesn't even know what she wants. After all, she's the youngest one here. She might not even know how to handle her own feelings properly. What I'm saying is, if something bad happens, then it could end up damaging the club too. And you wouldn't do that to me, right? I'm not sure how to respond, Monica. While I care about her in the club, it's also kind of unfair to bring that up. Kinda is. Kinda selfish of you, Monica. Well, you're smart. Like, she should be genuinely concerned with her friend, not her club. But, you know, whatever. Well, you're smart. I'm sure you'll do the right thing. Monica smiles sweetly. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer. All meaning, all purpose, and all that was ever sought, and here I am, a feather. Lost adrift the sky, victim of the current of mine. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist. But when all else has failed me, when all those have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. This does say twilight, right? Isn't it missing some letters? Oh well, pretend we didn't see that. Until one day, the wind ceases to blow, I fall, and I fall and fall and fall even more, gentle as a feather, a dry quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her and find no end to her gaze. The lady knows everything, knows what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sorts of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose all meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Yeah, I've kind of noticed that myself. Haha, are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone. You mean one-dimensional? Ah, yeah, that. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're too afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into, but if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good, okay, or bad, they want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thank you, Monica. Thanks for listening.